Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel sikhuluma ngama-reality TV shows, ama-celebrities kanye nama-YouTubers. Listen, you guys, I want to do a full review of episode 6 of Thokoza Gogo, which is Gogo Maweni's show on channel 157. You guys, I wonder how Gogo Maweni is feeling about this show, honestly, especially comparing with her experience from channel 161, which is Mzansi Magic, and Moja Love. Because honestly, you guys, this show is becoming more and more trashy by the day. Okay, can you believe ukuthi sibone ibele likagogo Maweni this weekend? Okay, sibone ibele likagogo Maweni. We saw Gogo Maweni's breast. You know, nothing was hidden. They didn't even blur, some parts of her breast that is supposed to be blurred, for TV, for sensitive viewers. They didn't even consider, that some of us might be sensitive viewers. Not only that, you guys, we also saw Ndlondlo, who is Gogo Maweni's friend. We saw umtsintsila wakhe, guys. Umtsintsila, the butt crack. Umtsintsila, guys, nobody is supposed to see umtsintsila. That is not something that should be exposed for everybody, but we got to see it. I don't know why they didn't play those things for this episode, okay? I want to think that the editors made a mistake. Whoever was supposed to play those things, they did not do it. But I also want to think, I'm tempted to think Okutu Moja Love just wanted this episode to trend, okay? Because every episode they want something to be said on or done that will make the episode to trend. And obviously Gogo Maweni's breast was trending, and Ndlondlo's Tsintsila was also trending. Ooh, Moja. So now I'm thinking, hey, yes, I never understood why Gogo Maweni would think it's a good idea to move from 161 to, because 161, Mos, you 161 kunokuba class nyanyana. Now, but they do have their own issues, but banokuba class nyana. If you move to Moja Love, you are going to swim in the mud, I'm telling you. So anyway, the first scene, Gogo Maweni had gone for massages with Undlo, whom she says is her best friend. She wanted someone to talk about. I don't think that she had any idea that during that scene we were going to be shown her, goods, ama goods kasavelo. So she's talking to Undlo about how she feels like Usabelo is very controlling. He does not want her to have friends, not even like gay friends, because every guy that she would be friends with, Usabelo would assume that maybe they are sleeping together and all of that. And Udloja just ended up saying, listen, you guys look like you have too many problems. Maybe you need to see somebody. Listen, if your single friend is advising you to seek counseling in your marriage, then seek counseling. Because obviously people who are single a lot of the times don't understand marriage problems. But when they're thinking, listen, Klabe, you need to see somebody, maybe you need to see somebody. Anyway, guys, that's all that there was in that scene. Honestly, I do feel like Umoja Love did not do good by Gogo Maweni by showing what they showed us in that episode, even though it was like few seconds, but they were not supposed to show us that. And also, they should have, played the episode. I don't know why they did not do that. Played those parts during the episode. And then the second part was Gogo Maweni. We get to see her work because there's this boy, they say Uneslwane, fighting his mom and cutting himself. So we have a Tuga Ekaya and all of that, okay? And then so they're saying that bayamsiza ukhipha isilwane kunemithi bebemgeza ngayo, then they went to the bush bafike bayothola bathini isidulu where intuthwane la intuthwane sihlala khona, and they had to go there bamkhumule under and everything bamgeze bamcabe and all of that, you guys. And I hope that the boy gets better, you guys. But I did wonder when I was watching the episode if the parents have tried to go the medical, like medically get him diagnosed, because when they were describing the things that he does, I was like, I am sure that if they went and they saw specialists, medical specialists, this boy could be diagnosed with a certain condition that could probably be treated in a way, so I wonder, you guys, if the parents have tried to do that before they do the Gogo Maweni, or they just don't believe in that. I would have done it, you guys, because I felt like sometimes it's a mental condition. Sometimes that can be managed by certain medications, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. So sometimes a child doesn't need to go through all of that we were seeing in this episode, and all of that, just so the boy can be better. Sometimes you don't need to do that with the child. Sometimes it is a medical condition. And I wonder, you guys, if ever Gogo Maweni comes across situations where medical attention is needed, if she ever says to her clients, listen, this is not something that I can help you with. I think this is a condition that you need to see a doctor for. I wonder, you guys. And then later on, Gogo Maweni ke wasuka wavuka abadala ke kanjani, and then she was saying the boy is in pain. Mos ukuthi zangoma, idrama izangoma. Drama is angoma. So I did wonder after that, does that mean that everything that they had done is going to work? Because what she was saying was that whatever they're doing is not going to work, because the parents of the boy know what they're supposed to take care of for this child to be well. So I was like, so after all of that, so the boy might not be well after all. So what was the point of all of that? And I was feeling like the parents should just take the child to get medically like diagnosed, and maybe he can get the help quicker, But yeah, we don't believe in the same things, you guys. And then Gogo Maweni does go and see her mom, and this is one of the pictures. This is where one of the pictures was taken that was trending online, because people couldn't believe that Gogo Maweni can be that simple, you guys. I mean, do people think that abantu when they take pictures and stuff on Instagram, that's how they look on the daily, Guys, when these people go to see their mothers, when they wake up in the morning in their houses, when they're fighting with their husbands, they look as simple as we all do, Mrs. Hlalele Emakaya. So there is a picture that was trending of Ukokoma, when people couldn't believe that it's the same person that usually takes these really nice pictures for Instagram, okay? So she's still talking about the same thing, you guys, that she feels like Usabelo is very controlling, and she's not allowed to have friends. When she has friends, there is limitations in terms of how close she can get to the friends. She's not supposed to hug the friends, and that thing is very frustrating to her. They get to a place where Umawake was talking about how Usabelo was in another episode talking about ukuthi ufuna Maweni avuse umuzi kababa. Okay, this is the thing where I feel like sometimes these guys asemakhaya should just take amantombazane asemakhaya as wives, and then they can go to Joburg, ke bayojola, and get side chicks if they want Ogogo Maweni. Because honestly, it's like you take intombazane yaseJoburg and then you expect her to understand everything that you need her to do when it comes to umuzi wakini emakhaya. But it's like expectations engeke reach at any point, because Ugogo Maweni is not going to go stay in emakhaya. Ugogo Maweni does not intend to have children, which Usabelo wants to have, because she already has 3 kids. She does not want to have more kids. So her mom did not understand. Even her mom is not understanding what that means. It just means that you have to have kids, and lots of them, and then go laphayana emakhaya uyohlala nazo izingane, and then while your husband is living his best life. That's what it means, ukuvusa umuzi kababa, basically. So Usabelo can just continue jolling, because it looks and sounds like Usabelo Vele has been jolling in that marriage. That is the complaint, Maweni. It's another complaint, because she feels like Usabelo, the reason that he thinks she is cheating is because he is cheating. And I feel like it's true. I feel like he is cheating. That's why he's thinking Gogo Maweni is cheating. But I also feel like Gogo Maweni is not 100% innocent, because from what we learned last week, the guy that she was paying rent for, the guy that she had bought alcohol for, and all of that, we still don't have an explanation of that situation. So I feel like it's possible because boy too, okay? And she also complained about the fact that sometimes it gets even worse with Sabelo when the client is a celebrity, because then he gets even more insecure. her mom just believes ukuthi uSabelo should have just found unkosikazi wasemakhaya, but I also do think that we are too late to even say that ukuthi he should have found unkosikazi wasemakhaya, because they already married, so now they have to figure things out. They have to find a way that will work for both of them in their marriage. They get to talking about Usabelo taking a second wife. I really don't believe that Usabelo has intentions to take a second wife. I really don't, you guys. I feel like they just wanted to do a similar story to Gogo Skoteni, when Gogo Skoteni was the one that wanted two husbands, and they saw how that got a lot of viewers interested in the story. I think that's the reason here. It's just not making sense. It's not making sense that Ugogo Maweni, the person that is so bothered by Usabelo talking to some Instagram people, and because she's bothered by the fact that now and then he's chatting to girls on Instagram, it doesn't make sense to that person does not have an issue with Usabelo taking a second wife. That doesn't make sense to me. Because you are basically saying that you are willing to be in an open relationship, but then you don't want other people in your relationship, even though it's open. It does not make sense. So I do feel like the storyline of Sabelo taking a second wife, especially because they are saying that Gogo Maweni does not have an issue. She is saying she is the one that suggested that Sabelo takes a second wife. That does not make sense to me, as jealous as she is when Usabelo is chatting with girls on Instagram. So that just doesn't make sense. Her mom was like, listen, don't even think about bringing another woman into this marriage, because who's going to take care of that woman? If she has kids, who's going to take care of that kid? There's a number of things that on this show that are being said that makes me believe that Usabelo doesn't really make money on his own. It makes me believe that. And I think the mother is trying to say, listen, your husband is making no money. How is he going to be making babies? You know, if he makes any babies with anybody else, just know that that baby is yours and you are going to be the one that will be taking care of that baby. That's how the mother is trying. That's what the mother is trying to say to Gogo Maweni. And it makes me believe that, yeah, it's true. He does not make money. You know, he probably is being taken care of by Gogo Maweni. But just to clarify, Gogo Maweni had said that Usabelo does have businesses that he started on his own, not with her money. Okay. Then the next thing, it was like a mess of a counseling session. They are seeing a marriage counselor. Ugogo Maweni, no Sabelo. At first, the counselor, number one, guys, I think Ugogo Maweni, they need like Abo Iyanla fix my life kind of situation. You know, because this counselor, I feel like, you know, it's too much for her. It's too much. Okay, they needed someone else for this. So the counselor starts by asking, okay, what are you hoping to get out of this? Instead of them talking about what are they hoping to get out of it, they just go into accusing each other. I'm a Zulu man. I don't want any guy friends. This is Sabelo. I must have the last word. You know, guys, listen, I'm Zulu. If you are planning to date a Zulu man, let me tell you something. Once a Zulu man says, Phela mina ngiyindoda yomZulu, huh? You might as well walk out of that room, because they are about to say nonsense. Hey, they never say anything that makes any kind of sense. Make bathi nje phela mina ngiyindoda yomZulu. Ethi hayi ngiyaxolisa, yazi ngisayopheka. No manje uvela uphisa uhambe etoilet or something. They always say nonsense after that statement. Phela mina I'm a Zulu man, mina phela my word is the last word. Anyway, he's saying the ridiculous things like that. I'm a Zulu man, no guy friends, respect is important, I must have the last word. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, I feel like their marriage is toxic, but Ugogo Maweni says she believes their marriage is not toxic. They fight like any other couples. But she does complain about the fact that she's not allowed to wear pants. I wasn't even noticing that Gogo Maweni doesn't necessarily wear pants. I've seen her wearing like tights, clapping her to a Jimmy, so, but I've never really seen her wear pants. So I guess that's because her husband doesn't like her to wear pants. And yeah, you guys. And then Gogo Maweni, I think she wasn't getting her way, you guys, because she started crying during the counseling session because it's just too much. Isabel is so controlling. And I'm like, but Gogo Maweni, where is Makataka? Yeah, sometimes there's Angoma guys, they make us question Ubungoma Bazo Nabo. Because I'm like, Gogo Maweni, why are you dealing with the stress that we are dealing with in our relationships? Why are you even crying? You know, Tata Amakata, put it on Sabelo's foot, and then Sabelo stops being controlling. You know what I mean? If Sabelo is cheating, Tata Makata Kata, put it in his foot, he stops cheating. Kanti what is ubungoma for? Mina, I don't understand, guys. Ngeke nje ngize ngihlushwe indoda. Ngisangoma, guys. No. If he is stingy, put Makata Kata in his foot, he gives you the money. Nice life. Nice life. I don't understand, you guys. How are you this stressed in a relationship being a sangoma? Because you are supposed to just, like a relationship, Skuteni and her husband. You mean that's a relationship. I-relationship yamakhathakhatha leya yani uyayibona ukuthi la amakhathakhatha ayasebenza lana. That husband is just always smiling. He's always just there. Whatever Skoteni needs, he's there. But okamaweni yena uyahlupha Usabelo uyajola Instagram ini uyacontrol. Hayi mina Conte off ngamakhathakhatha kamaweni conte off. Then she's also saying go to Sabelo wants sex every day, and then in the evening and the morning, and I'm like, oh shame, I fanele ngabe useyislender phela umaweni. Ooh, and then umaweni is like, yes, when I'm stressed out. Listen, there's something that Chris Rock once said, and it's like the private parts of a woman are connected to the wallet. Okay, so when the wallet of a woman is overly active, okay, if the wallet of a woman is overly active, the VJ gets closed. It's like it gets closed for business. And I think that's an issue Maweni is dealing with, because she's the one that financially takes on a lot in that relationship. And it's not sexy when you're in that situation, and it makes you not want to give it up sometimes. Maybe she is in that situation because it's like, listen, we have problems here. I need to be thinking about paying for this and this and that, buying houses, paying for cars and all of that. And when you hear wanting sex and chatting to the girls on Instagram, how fair is that? Okay. Anyway, you guys, and the thing about the guys is that even if you did the thing that he says he wants, even if you did the evening sex and the morning sex and the middle of the night sex, they will still want it. They will still want it from the outside. If he is a cheater, he's going to cheat. Anyway, you guys, that's all that we saw in this episode. Honestly, it's hard for me because I feel like the biggest thing in this show, the biggest storyline is their marriage and the issues in their marriage. But it's hard because you don't even know if they're really just creating the problems for drama. So they have drama on the show. So it's like hard even when you feel like, okay, maybe I could relate to some of these issues that they're talking about, but part of you feels like, but we're watching lies at the same time. So yes, you guys, but that's how the episode went. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona. Share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando.